Welcome back to PrepForge's Spring Boot series. Today, global exception handling. Without a central strategy, error handling scatters try-catch blocks through every controller method, each translating exceptions into HTTP responses slightly differently, and your API ends up with inconsistent status codes and error shapes. Spring consolidates all of it into one place. Think of a help desk that catches every kind of complaint and routes it to the right response, instead of every department writing its own form letter. The mechanism is at-rest controller advice, a class whose at-exception handler methods catch exceptions thrown by any controller in the application. Each handler declares the exception type it handles and returns a response entity with the right status and a structured error body. 404 for not found exception, 400 for validation failures with the field errors extracted, and a catch-all 500 for anything unexpected. Notice the same advice class handles method argument, not valid exception. Validation and error handling pair naturally in one coherent place that defines how your whole API fails. 4 points separate a strong answer from a mediocre one. Choose status codes that match the failure's meaning, 409 for a conflict, not a generic 400. Never leak internal details. Stack traces or SQL on a response body as a security failure, so log the real error and return a sanitized message. Order handlers from specific to general, so the precise handler wins over the catch-all, and define a consistent error contract, a JSON object with a code, message, timestamp, and field details that every client can rely on. And a bonus point that signals your current. Spring 6 ships the problem detail type, implementing RFC 7807, a standardized shape for error responses with type, title, status, detail, and instance fields. Mention that you consider problem details for a public API, and you've just differentiated yourself from most candidates. That's global exception handling, one advice class, a clean error contract, no leaks. Next in the series, at transactional, and the proxy pitfalls everyone gets asked. Like, subscribe, and practice at prepforge.net.